Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns 3, bringing to you the Minish Randomizer weekly race. We are having Nesman and Artemis on restream today, on tracking for you to make sure that we know what the runners have found and what's going on. Are Tomotach and Nimbus, and joining me on commentary is Hendris. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, first race of the year, I guess.
Yeah, we haven't had a Minish Cap Rando weekly since last year.
We haven't, yeah. Oh, it's been so long.
Should be a good one.
Yes, yeah. So we've got Nesman and Artemis, both prolific veterans of the game, and a very ominous hash. I sort of rupees there. Anyways, do we want to send them off?
Just waiting to make sure that scene transition works, and we was having trouble earlier, but yeah, we can send them off.
Okay.
That's looking good.
Let's start. And they will be off in just a few seconds. So, what did we miss for the last weekly? Well, we
did not have a weekly last week since Christmas.
Yeah, okay, good point. That's not what we missed. But apart from that, I suppose development is still going steady on the randomizer itself. Development on the randomizer itself.
I guess we could mention that we were going to have the poll after this.
Oh yeah, we can mention that. So yeah, for the new year, we've come up with a little poll,
which is basically just the good old repolling for weekly settings and time slots. So keep an eye on the schedule for that. It might change soon-ish. Or join our Discord if you want to stay up to date on Minish Cap Randomizer happenings.
Yeah.
And they have since started and found the Cloud of Skinstone.
Yeah. We haven't had an element check yet, so we don't know if that's actually useful.
Yeah. It's always kind of nice if the seed doesn't require Palace, but then...
Oh, absolutely.
Palace is also just a nice dungeon, though.
Palace is downright therapeutic. You don't have to worry about...
Just a go mode Palace to end the seed is...
That is nice. That's a great...
It's nice and relaxing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can just
don't think, just do.
Oh! Is that a bottle of 600 that I spy?
I doubt that's going to turn out to be relevant. There are 4 bottles. And only one of them is going to be, at most one of them is needed. So.
Yeah. Well, all depends on the pace of the wallets. Maybe, who knows, we'll have 2 wallets here in the trees.
I guess, Krina can lock all the other bottles somehow.
That hasn't happened in a while, but yes, it absolutely can. But yeah, they're both onto the tingle trees.
Yeah, so there are 5 checks up here in North Harrow Field, through these trees, and then 2 more in the courtyard for all of 0.
Yeah.
So we're going to find something soon. But not yet sure what that something is going to be.
Pain and despair.
I'm feeling flippers. I don't know why, but I'm feeling flippers.
I'm saying... What's going to be bad? Lamp.
Oh, lamp is interesting. I mean, there isn't really a bad way to get to South Harrowfield Ruby Cave, right?
Oh,
it's a cave.
Okay.
And we are not seeing Nesman set up the safe come here.
Oh, yeah. So he's just hoping for something to be here in the. Oh, hang on. We need that.
Yep, Nesman is hoping for and finding something in the courtyard. That is not Rena.
That was great. He did Artemis as well.
Yep, same thing. And that does
Uh,
mean that. Is it faster to flute through town than to go
Yes.
through?
Yes. I
Okay.
think it's faster.
Well.
Oh,
or you
well,
can
we go
just
that way.
flute to lake.
Yeah.
Interesting. I guess I would still have gone to South Arrowfield, but I guess.
Well,
What do you have here? You have a summer lake. You can get to Minish Woods this way.
yeah, you can go into an extended Minish Woods, pray for bombs there, and then just hope to find. And you can just rotate around to Southern Harryfield.
Well, you can't.
That's why you're praying for bombs.
Okay, if you're getting bombs, yes. Meanwhile, Artem is taking the other detour on the way to South Arrowfield, stopping by Krenner, and then fluting to town.
Yeah. Nesman.
Yeah, you can't go through there without a way to break trees.
Speaking of bombs, by the way.
Yeah, those are bombs. That means we have access to doing Minish Woods in reverse. And
picking up as well.
What else do they do? Keep some Keys Cave. Okay,
which one of those is
fake? Both of them are fake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There.
It's a bottle. It's a genuine bottle. Yeah.
So we are not looking for wallets for a bottle. But okay, that is a sword. Faster way to break trees.
Oh, element check. No
element check. That
palace
was not palace, not fortress,
yeah,
right?
No kinstones. We don't want to see any kinstones whatsoever. Well, we do, but they won't.
Yeah, the seed could be very fast if the non-element dungeons don't actually have anything. And you just don't need the kingstones.
Yeah, that's been gonna clear out Swiftblade here. Well, what he can do.
Not clear out. Getting 2 out of 4.
Yeah. Okay, halfway cleared. And Animus has to be a bit more careful here. He's on half a heart.
He'll be fine. They'll be fine.
No, watch him blow himself up. Oh, trap? Ah.
Nope, that is stealing rupees, not health.
The Piats don't deal half heart of damage, do they?
I don't know, but they don't deal any damage if you don't run into them.
Just dodge them forehead. But yeah, they don't really have access to any dungeons so far.
They have access to droplets.
I rescind my statement.
They can't do much in droplets, right? They can get to the first ruby path.
Yeah.
But not further.
That's better than nothing.
But yeah, that's not what I would call no dungeon access at 5 minutes into the season.
Yeah, okay.
What else would they need for dungeon access?
The flippers.
Flippers or nut for Deepwood.
There's a spin on Balawi.
Cane or grip ring for Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our first wind scroll, right?
Yeah.
So,
the other one.
But they already had 3B access, so it's only going to become relevant once they get more swords.
Yeah. Yeah. Octo.
But this is a nice thing to have out of the way.
Oh, hello there.
Speaking of more swords, there's one.
So just one more.
So forget about dungeon access, they need one more sword to get into Western Woods.
Yeah.
Okay, don't forget about dungeon access, Nesman is going into droplets.
That's fair, he's got the ocarina, he can just leave whenever he damn pleases.
Yeah, no, this is a quick dip.
Yeah.
The first ruby path is fairly dense in terms of checks.
Yeah, it's like, 6 items, and then the one in the back if you're greedy. So 7 checks for like a minute or so of investment. Could be worse.
Could be better in this rando, to be honest, but
Also
it's
true.
not worse than words. But it's not bad. So where do you think that third sword is going to show up?
The third one.
Well, yeah, we have seen two. The third one is Western Wizard Access, right?
I'm feeling. Oh, it can't be Western Woods. Ugh.
It can't be Western Woods, no. That is not how that works.
I want to say Blue Chew. I'm still
Oh.
hoping for the seed to become worse.
Bluetooth is
Gripping
That's
Lock and
true.
Cradle.
and gripping locked and Cradle isn't too unlikely, right?
Ooh, there's Wall Attack for Artemis.
But gripping locked can mean a lot of things, including Cave of Flames. So
Yeah. A Red Sword on Malawi would be fun. That'd be hilarious.
but for that to be grip ring locked, you would need to have Kane grip ring locked, which should just mean Kane is French vanilla, right?
Why not just vanilla? Oh, hang on, never mind.
I mean, can
Yeah,
be. As long as it's in Cave of Flames, I'm happy.
yeah. Oh, there's Boots.
Where's Boots? What do Boots do? Boots, we have Lone Boots X, we have
God damn it.
a red sword, so who cares about what Boots do? Let's go to Western Words.
Yeah, that's 10 minutes of Western Woods access. We can already guess that Nimbus wrote this one then.
Is that how it works?
Yes.
I don't know. There's still a lot of sea to go.
Yeah, but now they have access to like part of the map.
Yeah, exactly. So they have more spots to search through before last locationing.
Oh right, yeah, that's how it works.
That is how it works.
Uh,
So Nesman is going to find the boots and his
That's-
white sword, which does mean that Nesman is more likely to follow up on the boots than Artemis was.
Fast split and another sword. Okay.
So we're graveyard key away from
You have
Crypt.
access. Yes. Oh, well, and the lamp.
Oh
suppose.
yeah, and the lamp to beat it, and logically for access. But who cares about?
Oh,
Wait, what?
Hang on. Wait. Oh.
Okay. I was gonna say that would have been a very fast foresight if that was real.
Yeah. Whew.
What
Okay.
is just beyond the beanstalk?
Yeah, I had the same thought. Or like a lamp there. That's a trap.
That is a kinstone.
Swamp.
It is for caster.
Is that the incentive to go to caster? I doubt it is.
I mean, you'd want to get the wind crest.
Yes,
Like that's
get
the
wind
absolute
crest.
minimum of what you do in caster here.
Yeah. Blue chip. Yes, please. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What about courtyard? That's where they're gonna look last.
Courtyard boots checks
Yes.
for.
Progression.
Okay.
I don't know. Lamp. Jar would be. Yeah, Jar would be funny.
What would Jiven do? Just trigger one?
Access to green shoe. Hang on, no, never mind. Access to the.
No!
Access to the boat chest. Because clearly the vanilla bow would be fun.
Oh. Yes, also like cabin, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay. Yeah, I like Gastra for progression.
Yeah, we've seen the item on the shelf in the lake. But not, I guess. Yeah, it's technically a shelf, right? Yeah, it's a shelf. A wardrobe? That's a wardrobe. Shelf, wardrobe, whatever. There's the red sword for Nesman.
Yep. So Nesman going to head to Western Woods as well. And Artemis is doing some custom Minish checks, but leaving before doing short hiking. Okay.
That's a statement.
I mean, you don't have livers for long hiking. So...
no, no.
Okay. Yep, another trap.
That's bad for the heart. Also, Artemis is on like 3/4 of her health.
Yes.
If the Dark Knight swipes right, Artemis is in deep trouble.
I mean, Dark Knights don't hurt you, right? Okay, not if you use beam strats, they don't. This could take a while.
Artemis beam doesn't do anything to the Dark Knights.
It doesn't? Huh.
It doesn't.
That's... I didn't know that.
I mean, it's the same as arrows. Arrows and light arrows don't do anything to Dark Knights either. They just plonk off their armor.
Nesman actually doing some extra checks on the way to Western Woods. And getting a reward with remote bombs.
That's nice.
Now, you were saying that something about clearing out Swiftblade earlier.
Yeah.
This is clearing out Swiftblade.
Well, you're not wrong. Ooh, this is getting...
Nesman blowing himself up. As you do.
As usual.
Do not do that on, like,
at home.
3 hearts at the very start of the siege. When not paying attention to your health.
What's the densest location right now?
It might just be Lower Crenner.
Speaking of the Gust Jar.
Speaking of the Gust Jar, do you want to head back to Castor for those Minish checks?
That'd be great.
I doubt that's what Artemis is going to do, but...
Well, he's first of all going to check Greggle.
Yeah. It is something that they could do, indeed. It would be an unusual play, which might pay off. Like, if you then find Flippers there and a Jabbernet in Deepwood, you have just one, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's the best case scenario, of course.
Okay. Link's getting his pocket money. Well, I guess it's his allowance. Because of some reason, in the German version, Gregor has the epithet of grandpa. I always thought that Gregor was Link's actual grandpa because of that.
I mean, who's to say that he isn't?
Oh, true. We've got a bottle on 600, but that bottle...
we have already found a different bottle, so...
Might not be that important.
No one's going to care about that. Artemis heading into the valley.
I think he's probably hoping for a convenient lamp.
I mean, lamp, if it's not here, it's not going to be here.
Good point. What about... Well, he could extend this into a Krendel play.
Yeah. I would expect setting the quick bob at Trebi here for that. And then, like, you can go out of logic for the 2 checks.
Which he is going to do.
But yes.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
But didn't set the quick bob, so...
Yeah, okay, that might be a bit difficult then.
Not, like, probably not having to Krenner after. Might still do that.
I could see them just backtracking a bit. Would it be backtracking? I guess so. Oh, okay.
Nope,
They're
just
gonna flute
fluting away. Artemis hasn't been to droplets yet, so there's a decent number of checks here.
Nah, they don't have... Will flippers going to droplets with this loadout? That's yeah, but can't do that much.
I mean, flippers don't matter. Lamp matters.
Flippers do matter because...
I mean, yes, you could go out of logic to take the lily pad, but key logic.
Yeah, right. Let's see. What does Artemis have left? Bitmon Town? Low Quennel?
Well, Artemis does have a gesture to check the lily pad locked Minish Boots chest in Lake.
Oh yeah, we can see that.
But yeah, there's that. There's the two custom Minish checks. Well, 3 if you count short hiking. Artemis hasn't done Kotet yet, and we haven't seen Krenner basically at all yet. Like, Artemis has been to the one item that you don't need the bottle for.
But
everything else...
Have we seen Courtyard yet? I think we've seen Courtyard. Yeah, we've probably seen Courtyard already.
Nesman's been there, right?
He just exited.
Nesman just went there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if Nesman is gonna... Oh. Okay, that's a Krenner play.
That could very well be a Krenner play, yeah.
And then he's just gonna go...
Or just picking up these leftovers.
Yeah, I could see that.
How do you not grab that chest when going into Western Woods?
Tunnel vision.
Okay.
How many hearts do we have? 6. Oh. Which means that Waveblade is within our grasp shortly.
I mean... You have found 3 out of 7 extra hearts for Waveblade. I'm not sure that's shortly. But yeah, there's the Krenner play.
Yep. Join themselves. Rupee.
Sad.
Sad. Okay, what's the next funny location? Ooh. Hold up, this. Fountain. Fountain's always the answer. Might not be the right question, Twitch, but you know, it's always an answer.
It could be Fountain. That would be kind of terrible.
Because both are known to not really favor Fountain that much.
I mean, who would do Fountain in this situation? I don't think there's a lot of players that would be like, I have all of lower Krenner and some more checks in like Minish checks in caster, and I don't know what even. Like, probably some other things. Artemis hasn't been into droplets yet. Let's go to Fountain. Like, no. But yeah. Worst checks currently on the table, Fountain and Boat Chest.
Both are ideas that I do like.
Like, flippers in bow chest and not in deepwood would just be glorious.
To be fair, the nut is always glorious, no matter where it is.
Yes. But usually if it's flippers locked, it's not as great.
Yeah.
I guess it could be the other way around. Not in bow chest, flippers in deepwood. That is the better way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Artemis also disappointed by droplets. Where to next?
Let's see.
More
context from
well, and maybe some Minish next in town.
Ooh, Kako game.
I mean, we didn't talk about that.
We don't? Oh.
I mean, you can. But who would ever do Coco game?
Well, I would do Kako game. I don't mind Kako game at all. It's a good setup for the eventual fountain play.
Yeah, see. I don't think anyone would do the fountain play either, so...
Ah. But so far we haven't seen anything good on Cradle Halfway.
I don't think there was anything good.
Yeah, no, it was just nothing, just health. So on the other hand, Nesvin might do the bow chest.
Nesvin hasn't gone back to Swiftblade to get the Gusher yet.
Nesvin has the Gusher.
Wait, he does? Oh, he does. Yeah? Sorry. I don't know what it was. Okay. He has gone back. So he might very well be doing bow chest now. To find the Juggernaut that locks the flippers, right?
Absolutely. Or something else that's funny. Who knows?
But something has got to be there.
Oh, the suspense.
There is still this Mordoza fight before we get to know if there is anything here.
Come on. Come on!
Hey, that is not what I was thinking would be something, but that might still lock the flippers.
It's at least something. Oh.
If that is required and locks the flippers...
That's gonna be very funny.
Imagine if it's not required and locks the flippers.
Oh yeah, squad hiking. Right.
Like, obviously flippers are logically going to be required for droplets, but... Who needs flippers for droplets, right?
Logic does.
Yay. Ignore logic.
Those words might come back to haunt you.
I mean... You've got to know when to ignore logic and when not to.
Oh well, no, Artemis!
That is an oof for Artemis.
Ouch! Oh, that hurts. Oh.
Well, Artemis is going to have to go back there. And at this point, I would not at all be surprised if that locked flippers.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be a last location. Like a hard last location.
Yeah?
One of those that really hurt.
How much is even left for Artemis?
Not
It's
that
not that much.
There's probably the occasional tank check.
Sure. There's Fountain.
Fountain? Lon pot?
That is the one that would hurt.
And that's kinda it.
So if Artemis goes to Fountain before going back to Caster, that would hurt a bit. Other than that, it's whatever. You're just full clearing.
Well. Oh, and it's 10 hearts. So, Wayfred, what you got for us? Wayfred has...
Spin attack.
Fast spin. That's lovely.
But it looks like Nesman is going back to Kreml. And that's going to be a Gale of Flames play. So,
Absolutely. That's going to be the first element for Nesman. Well, in about 10 minutes.
yeah, once, Gale of Flames... No, you got the cane, not the grip ring.
He can try.
I mean, yeah, he can. He did. And it didn't work. And he could have known that it wouldn't work. And yeah, you gotta go up Kren the slow way. Not that it's that slow, given that they both already grew the bean. And they have the cape and the gusher for the cave skips.
Yeah. And just small techs like we saw with Nesman and the mushroom, where he pulled the mushroom over the wall, which is probably one of the easiest. Would you even call it a glitch? It's
No.
more just an oversight.
I don't think it is considered a glitch in terms of the glitches rule set even. Right?
Don't know. No clue. Hang on, I'm gonna check. Second here. Doomstrats. Everything's on the same. Yeah.
Okay, Artemis is going to go into Fountain. It looks like. But at least they won't have anything else left after that point and will have to go find that cane.
Yeah. Okay, so Myth does it in his glitchless world record, so it's not considered a glitch then. So yeah, basically both the mushroom and Link are like on the same height. It just doesn't look like it because graphics. But technically they forgot that it's not on there too.
I mean...
Colonel doesn't really have Link on layer 2 anywhere. At least not anywhere useful. Ooh. That's a good Helmersol fight.
Well, it was.
It was.
I guess that was still fine.
That's the heart container.
I mean, we don't really need more health. Or at least Nesman doesn't, right? Like, 10 hearts is enough, usually.
10 hearts is more than enough.
Well, you do still want to get to 10 hearts in Rando because Waveblade.
Yeah, true. That's the big
But
key.
at that point, yeah, it's plenty of health.
Okay, nothing there, so I think Adam is actually fairly close to last locationing at this rate.
Yeah.
Like, what does Artemis have left? They have Andrew left. Simon. And that's kind of it.
Caster. But
Yeah,
that's where they should be going.
Let's see if it's where they are going to go. Which does not look like.
No, Andrew, Simon, Fountain, right?
Yep. Or
and then once they're done with town.
Yeah. Oh, time for Fountain.
Well, okay, Fountain, Andrew, Simon.
Give the chicken a bath. Unfortunately, that is not enough to turn the chicken into a duck.
Why would it?
If you think about a bird that swims, you think about a duck, not a chicken. Come to think of it, I've never seen a swimming chicken. Well, apart from in-game, obviously.
Well, they don't swim in-game, that's kind of the problem.
Well, not this game. That's a duck eggs. So, if the chicken floats on water, if the chicken were to float on water in Minish Cap, what would that chicken be?
A chicken with flippers?
What floats on water, Albert? Come on, you can do it.
I'm not sure I can.
What's the first thing that comes to mind that it floats? Or what floats in water? That floats.
There's a lot of things that float on water.
I mean, yeah, fat floats. So if a chicken floats, then why does so fat floats and then chicken floats? Then why does the chicken float? This is not rocket science.
Wait, what?
Exactly, because the chicken is fat.
Okay.
A bit of a fat, and that's why it floats.
Sure.
That's a abbreviation from a very well-known skit from Monty Python.
Aha.
The Holy Grail movie.
Yeah, to admit, I never actually saw that one.
Oh, yeah, that's something that...
I know, it's a
They're basically having a witch trial, and their whole line of reasoning is that they can determine whether or not the woman is a witch by checking if the witch floats. Because if the witch floats, she's made out of wood. And what was it? And to check if what was it? There's a burner, yeah.
Okay. Well, there's been found moments in Flames, so you know.
Yeah, well, when we were talking about this.
While we were talking about this, Artemis also managed to narrow it down to Caster.
There we go. If she floats, she's made out of wood. If she's made out of wood, she burns. If she burns, she's a witch. But where does the goose come in, Nimbus? I think they check if she's made out of wood by having her on a scale with a goose to see if she's weighing the same as a goose. Oh, with a duck. Yeah, sorry, duck. Goose, duck. Same thing. Also floats. Ah. And that's the Cloud of Skins of Artemis in the boat chest.
Yes, and now it's time for the hard last location.
But it's the same as the duck. Yes. Oh. Let's see if Artemis unmutes for that cane, because that might actually be a hard location right now.
I think this is a hard last location.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's what wants to show us something. I'm not too sure though.
You think so?
Was poking the wall. Happy swipes.
Very happy, clearly.
Very happy.
So where do you go when you find a cane like that? Do you just go to Cave of Flames? Do you do some other cane checks? Looks like Artemis is going up to the school.
If I had the myth, I would say, what's it called? Hang on, I'm looking at the map. I can't recall the name. Lower Bay Falls. There we go.
Yeah, Southway Falls is another good location, though we do know that the Mermaids are in Cave of Flames, so if you go to Southway Falls first, you will have to double dip.
Yeah, which is not that desirable.
Nesman actually missing the cycle on Rock there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was a lot of time spent slashing fire on the way instead of actually getting on the back. Wait, that was the last phase that he got 4 hits in only. Okay.
Maybe he didn't count to 4.
No, he just was too slow to get on.
Oh.
Like, he took his time to get on, which... Yeah, I mean, it's the last phase, you only need 5 hits, but you do need 5 hits.
I need to rewatch the Monty Python movies. They are great. There's a book.
Well, there's the nut behind... Well, not behind the Gustra, Lock, Jackson Caster, but behind Short Hiking instead. That's something.
Do we have the nut on Camel?
Yes. Yes. Lyric had a nut. We can go straight on to Deepwood.
Yeah. Oh boy, next dungeon.
So clearly Lantern is going to be there, and Graveyard Key is going to be on Octo, and then...
I think you cracked the code. The code there.
There's still that slight matter of needing another sword, a bow, but...
They found it on the way. Oh.
Bow in the HC? Sounds good. Like sword and crypt, bow in the HC.
Yeah. Or sword on Blue Chew.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. With the current key layout, the lamp can't be on Blue Chew, so that's a shame. Actually, have we seen a vanilla lantern? Like, at all?
I doubt it.
I think... So, we have seen vanilla Jar and Kane.
Yeah.
Mitz, I don't know. And I don't think we've seen vanilla Cape or Lamp.
Yeah, with obscure spots, Vanilla Lamp is somewhat more likely, since you have more spots for the keys to end up.
Same for... actually, not same for Fortress.
I don't think we've had a Vanilla Cape, but we have had Capeless Cape Chest before, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while, though.
Have we ever done a cape? I don't know. Oh, it's a shield.
But yeah, Nesman following up on those mulmits. I guess some of those checks are dense enough that you want to do that. Although, I would have just rushed Deepwood. It's an element. Get it done.
Yes. Aw, bit of heart from the merchant. I'm failing with names today. Oh, it's terrible.
Deku scrub?
Yeah, the scrub. Sorry. Thank you. What did I apologize? What?
I don't know. Where's Nesman going? That is back to Lake. What does Nesman have in Lake? Oh, Cave 25. Yes, that makes sense.
Oh, doggo. Wait.
Dogfoot leading to color metal. Okay.
I think Desmond has found his next piece on the to-do list. Check Karloff.
I mean, sure. There's
what's
power
this?
bracelets.
Another bottle.
You could do that, Tomata, but also there's a lantern, so why would you?
Where's the lantern? Oh, that's the lantern. Where? What? Where?
What? Lantern was in Cave 25. Just now.
Okay.
Top left chest.
Top left. Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
No one would have been able to tell, Andrews. So, yeah, I guess you do droplets now.
Yes. Yeah. And afterwards, you check Karloff House to get your graveyard key, obviously. Oh, they false. Well, we don't have grip ring.
No, we do not. So that is 2 checks. Which is probably going to take a while for Nesman to go to those 2 checks, given that there's slightly better options. Although it is Nesman. I wouldn't exclude anything.
Nothing's off limits for Nesman.
Basically.
Yeah, he's thinking about droplets.
Yeah, I mean, you just found the lantern. It's got to be droplets, right?
Yeah.
And then after droplets, there's some stuff in town, like Karloff and Hearthlatch.
Ha! Got cursed.
Nesman waiting there before leaving the Ring Cave. I don't think you need to.
Well, without the flippers, you run the risk of being pushed into the water by the peahats.
Sure.
Or you just fall into the water yourself.
Yeah. So, right side droplets. We haven't seen this part yet. what are we going to find here? Is Nesman going to do Blue Chew? What do you think?
I hope he is. And I think
Yes,
Artemis
I know that you hope that, but what do you think Nesman is going to do?
he's going to skip it. I think Artemis just roll-lifted a beetle.
As you do.
Because why wouldn't you? Okay,
Because...
Oh, yeah, so Nesman only has like one key.
I mean, you know you're going to find a key in Dark Maze or here.
Yes.
Or like on the way, right?
True, yeah.
And if you don't find two, then one's an underwater pod and you don't care. But okay, this one is deciding to not do Blue Chew.
Let's see if Nesman pulls an Artemis here and just makes the wrong decision there.
You think there's something on Blue Chew? I mean, why am I asking? Of course you think there's something on Blue Chew.
It's Robin Fett. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
And Handle Sedge is also really fun.
That is still an option, indeed. Like, I would not be surprised if Nesman did do Blue Chew before leaving after doing Octo. If he's missing a dungeon item at that point. Oh, he already found map and compass. If he's not missing a dungeon item, is what I meant, and he already found map and compass in droplets, so...
Nesman doesn't have Great Spin. Where was... Oh, Great Spin was in Valley. Right. Great Spin was at the Great Valley Ferry. Valley Ferry. Oh my god. That's in the book.
Yeah. Our first real book, actually, right?
No.
We've seen traps before, but...
Oh, wait, but... No.
Was it number 2?
Artemis picked up one...
Oh, Artemis found one already, yes. Nesman's first, but...
Was the green book in Lower Riffles?
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, Artemis also trying to show us something.
Artemis is trying to hit the Gleeroks in the walls. It doesn't work, you need to use the cane first. But, you know.
Come on, you can do it. Oh, this one's going to activate the warp first. Oh, right. Yeah, Octo's an element.
I mean, yeah, you're going to Octo, like, sure.
Yeah, might as well.
How hard would it be to program the Gleerok fights so that instead of having to hit Gleerok in the center, you have to hit Gleerok on the walls? Probably easy.
Depends on whether or not you can... you can change hitboxes, basically.
No, you would not just change the hitbox. Like, yes, you can change hitboxes. But I think a hitbox would always just be a rectangle. So you would just add a different thing to the wall that you can hit.
Okay.
And have it linked to Gleerok. The way, like, Georg's eyes are a separate thing from Georg, right? But you hit them to kill Georg.
Yeah. Okay, what do we have below there? Wallet, heart piece. That's disappointing.
It was so disappointing. Nesman went back to check if you missed anything. You can't miss anything there.
But I'm sure that if we were to find a way, Nesman would find that.
Yes.
Would be that one to find it.
Yeah, actually just walk past Ruby in the Ruby bar. How would you even... Never mind. Artemis done with Cave of Flames, found that Jabbernet. Is Artemis going to go to Deepwood straight away, or is... are they also going to follow the mids?
Beats me.
Nope, Deepwood it is. So we're gonna be able to see if anything is there.
Well, we know that an element is going to be there.
Sure. And we also know that the lantern isn't actually on Green Shoe. Unfortunately.
Maybe the book can be. Book? Hang on, no. Bow. There we go. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a book either.
Book leading to a gripping on Yelari, leading to vanilla flippers?
I think it would not lead to the vanilla flippers.
No, it would lead to a Kinstone leading to the flippers and Palos, sorry, yes. We already know that the flippers are locked by the Cloud of Kinstone, obviously.
Yeah. And that locks the mushroom.
I thought the mushroom is in the fetch quest item chain through Chaos House.
No, that's where the Graveyard Key is. Ah, yes, the two very dangerous looking caterpillars.
Yes.
That stupid mini boss took me so long to figure out as a child in Deepwood. Every mana pillar has a chance to soft lock you if you're not careful.
But that one you usually have the lamp out, so it is more likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you light a web on fire and then turn off the lantern while rolling, you done goofed. Don't do that. Yeah, another Kinstone in Deepwood. Not what Artemis wanted to find, but it might turn out to be relevant. Of course, that's a Cloud of Kinstone to make sure the flippers are also not locked.
Yeah.
It's easier than you would think from that description, Tomata. But yeah, it's not something that will happen to you all the time. Actually, on accident.
Will we be able to change the question mark in Octo's room for an actual item sprite, or would that be difficult?
I think, like... It's... I think the last thing I heard was basically just a moderate amount of work.
Ah, okay, yeah, then.
For making all the sprites, because you would have to, like, you can't just take the item sprite and overlay it there or something. You would have to make a sprite for every possible item that's in there.
Basically, a frozen sprite with a different color palette, or just with a different...
Yeah, I don't know how the palette issues would factor into it. That might also be a problem.
Yeah. Good old Octo.
Yeah, so... Nesman about to be in the third phase of Octo.
Artemis reconnecting their auto tracker again. Nesman getting the good RNG. And finishing up Octo.
So, what do you think? Is Nesman going to do Blue Chew now?
I hope so. But I doubt it.
I think it could go either way there. Like,
Well, it's Nesman, you never know.
too unlikely. That was a check for dungeon items, so Nesman's like, okay, I got map and compass. Wait, no, Nesman just has stuff left here. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the Gustia stuff left.
But still, like, Nesman being on the dungeon item screen there makes me think it's more likely that he will end up doing Blue Chew. And like we said, that's the Cloud of Skinstone. Again, confirming that those Dewdog flippers this.
Is that a final wallet? I think we had a wallet in one of the... No, hang on. We picked it up.
Artemis does not have the wallet from Droplets that Nesman just got. And is on a 600 wallet.
So Nesman probably skipped the wallet of the Western Woods Beanstalk.
I didn't think Nesman grabbed that one. I don't know where the third one was.
I don't know either. It's...
But also, wallets are not important.
Yeah. Oh, look!
Artemis just got a wallet, so...
Artemis just got a boss key.
Well, no. Like, as in the
right.
500 wallet that Artemis has was in Deepwood.
Right, okay.
So, we know that Nesman has not gotten the wallet from Deepwood, and we know that Artemis has not gotten the wallet from Droplets. So we are seeing Green Chew before Blue Chew. Which we still don't know if we're going to see Blue Chew, but, you know.
Blue Chew.
It's gotta be the Chew relay fight across dungeons, right? I don't think Nesman can quite make it. Well, Nesman might be able to just make it to Blue Chew by the time Artemis is done.
Yeah, depends on whether or not the...
Well, okay, Nesman is not going to try.
Boo!
Okay, Nesman is going to go to Southware Forts here. We have seen some of those checks. We have not seen the digging cave yet, since Artemis did not have the mids when they were here.
Oh, another one. Hey,
another one. That's 2 cloud tops in
one dungeon.
Deepwood, and just one missing, right?
I think so, yeah. And we don't know where it is.
We also don't have a grip ring yet to go up there, so... Okay, nothing in the digging cave in Southware Forts. Artemis probably should be grabbing the mids caves now. Like, doing what Nesman just did, basically. Nesman turning in that Karlov medal to reveal a boomerang. I mean, that's better than nothing, but it's also not helpful. And they're both going to be doing town digging at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, both of our runners with 2 elements in the same place. Hey, this one's supposed to be there.
What? Where?
What? Flippers were supposed to be locked behind the clotheskin stones.
God damn it.
That's a Castacan stone.
Yep.
So we're missing 1 each. What are we missing that we actually need? Sword, a bow, a Graveyard Key?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Graveyard Key for the last element, and then Sword and Bow for Vati. Well, bow in DHC, of course. Where else would it be? On Tingle with the Tingle Trophy in DHC. It was a rhetorical question. It's been a while since we have had an item in DHC.
As a boomerang.
Yeah, Nisman had grabbed that earlier.
Oh, he did? Dang it.
Okay, there's Nesman's Deepwood play, so that's going to be... Well, I guess we haven't seen Goldfish Caves yet.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen them. Nesman, you want to do the...
Set the quick warp, yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess he doesn't want to do that.
I mean, he might not be planning on doing Deepwood right now.
Oh, God. Don't give him ideas. No, we didn't say happy 1 hour yet, so I guess happy 1 hour. We're only an hour in?
We are only an hour in.
Dang, that's quick.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any of the Kinstone dungeons.
That's the final Title Skinstone.
Yeah, but we don't have a grip ring, so it's fine. Everything is fine. But yeah, Espen is going to be finding the 5th Cloud Skinstone for himself here in Deepwood. And I guess since we said happy 1 hour mark, I do want to shout out our trackers. Making sure that we don't have to pay attention to what the runners are grabbing and still will be able to figure out what they have. That is sometimes very necessary.
But sometimes you mean often.
I mean, regularly, yes.
Yeah. And I think... So basically Artemis and Nesman just are about to trend places.
Yeah, except the part Nesman has to catch up through is quite a bit shorter than the part Artemis has to do that Nesman has already done, so... But if Artemis goes and finds a 4-sword and Bluetooth on the way, then that can change things. Yes, Underwater Pod is a key. And Bluetooth is not a dungeon item. Grip Ring on Bluetooth would be terrifying.
Would be hilarious.
Because you don't know if that's a red herring or not. Like, 4-sword or Graveyard Key on Bluetooth is fine if you find it. But if you go and find a grip ring on Bluetooth, that's...
That's rough, buddy.
Like, you have to follow it, but if it then turns out that, no, you didn't need that, that's just terrible. But we will see. With how Artemis Seed has been going, I would not be surprised if they did just do Blue Chew. Yeah, clearly it should actually be Grip Ring and Hiking, Caster Kinston on Georg, both bowls in Fortress. That sounds like a nice sort of seed. Neswing is doing weird Deepwood roads again.
Are you surprised?
No. Not really.
Yes, fast spin for Artemis.
Yeah, I think we're still missing one spin scroll. Which will turn to long spin for both of them. So Artemis now re-entering droplets. Is going to be spending a while here. Both of them finding a compass at the same time. Across slightly different dungeons. So Nesman is going to do green. She's going to find the last Cloud of Kinstone there. What then? What's the next step for Nesman?
Yes.
What does Nesman have left? There's
Chaos?
Hiking, there's Fountain, right? To
Yeah.
the left?
And isn't there... He's got all those one-off checks for flippers left.
Yeah, right. Flippers do unlock a bit. Yeah, Nesman has not dipped into the valley, but we know it's not there. Orphan Ferry is left, yes. Kane was late enough for that to have been orphaned. Farmer Cave probably also is. Like Mitzvah also late. Are there other digging caves left? Caster digging, probably.
Yeah. We can't access Cranach climbing. We can't access Sean Cave, basically, because, well, gripping.
No gripping, yeah.
Well, no gripping for now.
Do you mean Tribute Automata? And if so, I think we have seen them. Oh, Minish Woods. Minish Woods... I'm not sure if we've seen those digging caves. So yeah, they might be left as well. Which would make sense for Nesman to do after Deepwood. Yeah, Nesman, you don't want to leave without getting the element. So Artemis did do Blue Chew. And it's nothing.
Oh, boo!
The seed disappointing us.
Yeah.
Only spicy thing so far was short hiking, right?
Kinda, yeah.
I guess, like, we just wanted to give them a nice seed to get back into things in the new year, right? Clearly that's what the render is doing. It is not over until the end goal. We are still missing 3 items. And kind of running low-ish on checks. Although none of the checks that are left are that bad right now.
Have you seen Anjus? Did Artemis return for Anjus?
Yes, Artemis did hard last occasion the cane, which does include having done chickens before.
I think we did Simon.
Yeah, same for Simon. Like, if you could have done it without the cane deceit, Artemis has done it.
That's book number 2.
So we're missing the red book for Yalari.
But where is it?
Where indeed? So yeah, Nesman doing the Minish with digging case. I guess Lake Boots checks might also be left, since flippers were very late. Like, Nesman went to droplets before flippers, right? And
Yeah.
I don't think he's been back to Lake, and I don't think Artemis did them before entering droplets.
Good question, I don't know. No clue.
So here's Orphan Ferry. Next is probably Farmer Cave. And then yeah, it's like Lake Minish, it's Mode, it's the underwater hard piece in Lake. They did the waterfront town, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hiking? Caster digging? That chest for Nesman? Okay. Yes.
What?
Sure. Okay.
No.
This is what we call a Nesman moment.
At least it's no cafe lady.
It is not cafe lady.
Breathe in, breathe out, everything's fine.
Nesman fluting to Lake? Town? No, it's Caster. Okay. Nesman wants to go do Caster digging and maybe hiking.
Not that bad. Yeah, we haven't been here in quite a bit.
And hiking is one of those spots.
Yeah, it's one of those spots, right?
Although this seed has not been the...
Well,
never mind about hiking. That is fortress access. No bow.
No
but...
Smobian hiking.
Oh. And the other one is Bowlocked in Fortress. I
Yep.
like it.
Of course, there's a Bowlocked bow.
Yeah.
There's a hard piece. Artemis is opening up Octo's first half.
Yeah, now Artemis has got to go through the long path to the second level.
Hooray! That's going to take
So-
5 minutes.
Is it 5 minutes?
I think it's 3 to each Octo and then 2 for Octo.
Yeah, okay, so 5 minutes to the end of Octo. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
But Nesman is showing us new checks at the same time, so...
Yeah, that's not bad. We're going to see actually new stuff. That's nice.
It's Fortress of Gomod, I mean. What's going to be here? Like, besides the bow and the rupees that we're going to be seeing and not getting? Because you need the bow from hiking for that? What else is in Fortress?
Mushroom on Gordon.
But we can't do Golden.
Did I stutter? I don't know.
Okay.
And the mushroom unlocks Tingle Trophy, which unlocks Graveyard. And the bow for that is in...
Hiking. We already established that.
Either that, or it's that one check in the vaults that's locked behind the kinstone and the lamp, but not the grip ring.
There's 2 checks. In
The
the
one,
vault.
the more tedious one.
The blue sword lock one.
Yeah.
Well, we will see. There's the last book.
Book 3.
That is something at least.
Would you save in front of Fortress and check Library? Would you check Yalari? Would you
No,
delay Fortress for Yalari?
because you're missing 3 items, so you want to full clear Fortress even if there is something on Yalari. So no.
Yeah. Good point.
But Desmond might just be doing that. Okay. If there's something on Yalari, I want it to also be something required in Fortress.
Yep. Bow.
Both bows in Fortress.
Well, he did save before.
He did save, but if he finds a graveyard key on Yalari now, he's not going to reset back to Fortress to find a bow.
Yeah, no, he's not going to reset.
Like... Okay, Nesman is going to show us Yalari. Nesman is going to stare at Yalari. And then he resets. He hasn't done Sewers yet, right?
He hasn't done sewers. This one is memeing.
Okay. I mean, I guess. I respect it. I don't agree with it, but I can respect it.
Hmm.
There's down thrust. It's going to be handy when we have to fight Georg later. Actually,
what?
hear me out.
Oh god, here we go.
Bow on Georg, grip ring in DHC.
Right, that's possible.
Yes, it is. That part is not then possible, Nimbus, unless you find the other bow, which makes it pointless.
Come on, peek over. Ah. It's just always great.
Just because you don't see the bow, that doesn't mean that there isn't a bow.
Having no bow won't stop me.
I mean, yes it will. The door is shut, you won't be able to open it.
The door's closed. Ah. And Artemis getting a something deep. Thank you very much. Artemis getting an ink cycle. Coming. Foolish chuck. Ah. Let's see. That's Octo for Artemis.
Yep, so they are now both at 3 elements.
Yep. Oopsie.
What does Artemis have left? Similar things to Nesman, right?
Yes.
But to what Nesman did.
There's a key.
That is indeed a key. What did we see on the hard piece? Was it important?
Apparently
not.
I think it was rupees.
And that is it for logical stuff in Fortress, and Nesman is not deciding to go out of logic. Wait, no, you can't even go out of logic to the back. You need a bow. Yeah, it's... If you don't have missed that, you can
it's complicated.
do more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Not doing hiking. Where is Nesman going? Did Nesman find anything in Fortress?
Oh, Percy.
Yeah, here's Percy. Nesman did not find anything in Fortress of Gomod, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
So you need a bow for that. But wait, bow is locked behind DHC access, so there is nothing there.
Oh, close to the very close though.
Percy being like, you wish you had a bow, right?
Yeah.
Here, have a quiver, so...
He's trying, okay?
Okay, that check in wave force that you were talking about coming up? After the digging cave. So what's left in terms of what we haven't seen? There is this upcoming check, there's the other two here in wave force. There's Modester. And there's hiking. And Fountain Cane locked, right?
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah. Might be.
Required double dip to cast the Minish checks would be amusing. Like, required hiking, locked by short hiking, but with having to leave in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dog food has been turned in. The dog fetched a card of metal. We don't have a grip ring to get up there falls, Kato.
For now.
We established grip ring is in DHC to lock the bow in palace. Yeah, we also haven't seen the south, like, the dojo, like this dojo, Great Blade, and also Split Blade, right? Or has anyone gone there after Flippers?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Here's the moat.
Oh, we haven't seen mode, yeah.
No, yeah, it's mostly Flippers checks that are left. That's Beam, that's not
okay.
it.
Well,
It's
that's one
the
close
6th row for
yeah.
Nesman.
Yeah.
And Artemis also is somehow at 6, so that's 7 total that we know of. Which scroll is Nesman missing?
Great spin from the.
Oh yeah, Valley Ferry for
yeah.
spin. Yes. Which would then give us Great Uncle Herbert access. Doesn't look like Nesman is planning on going there right now. Nesman is... wait. Oh no, Nesman is on 7 scrolls already.
You've got a.
Never mind.
You've got a slight, like, what's it called? Echo? Not an echo. Buzz, yeah.
Oh,
Feedback, buzz, yeah.
sorry. Not sure
about
what's causing that.
Let's see, where's this one going? He is off to town. Ooh, might be. Well, oh, fun.
This
Ooh.
looks like a fun play.
Yep.
So, Fountain. Then we have Hiking. Is it just Fountain, Dr. Left, Hiking?
Might be.
Might be. Huh. We have seen the non-graveyard key lock checks in the Valley, Kato. And we don't have a graveyard key. We have seen mode. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Which means there's probably like 2 other checks that I'm forgetting about, but there's a graveyard key in Dr. Left's attic. This one's like, do I still go to Fountain? That's a yes. So now graveyard has checks.
Yep.
We need a foresight for DHC access, and then we need a bow to beat Vati. This might be the bow in DHC or locked behind DHC seat. I really want to see the Graveyard Key in DHC.
Yep,
And at
me
this
too.
point, like, it's not that unlikely. I mean, it's still not likely, but it's not that unlikely. So yeah, Nisman not getting rewarded by going into the fountain, but is going to be grabbing that Graveyard Key.
If it's a Graveyard Key, might be a trap.
I mean, there's 2 checks left, one of which is this and it looks like a Graveyard Key. Do you really think it's a trap?
Yes. Would have been really funny though.
Yeah, it would have. And is Artemis just going to do Dr. Left now? Okay, so this might be how Artemis just catches up.
Yep.
Like, Nesvin has done Fortress without a bow, but not found anything there. So suddenly, like, Artemis is really close to Nesvin again. Assuming that Artemis does not also end up going to Fortress, of course, but it's less likely. Like, we know something has got to be... Well, okay, unless it's on hiking. If it's on hiking, then Artemis is going to go back to Castor and going to find that Kinstone and...
Oh boy. No, it's... I'm getting ideas again.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
I'm expecting a 4-sword here. Okay, it's a bow. That's
Close
the
enough.
worst part.
Yeah.
Too bad. But okay, we are 4-sword from go mode. Do you know what that means?
Oh boy, is it a bet?
It is indeed a bet. So, Henrys, what do you think? Where will the 4-sword be? We actually have options for where it could be now.
What would be the most inconvenient spot? Fortress Igor kill.
Fortress. Oh god.
Fortress Igor kill. I forgot a space there, but pff, we don't need space where we go.
Who needs space?
We just...
There's still going to be a grouping somewhere. Yeah, so Artemis also going to find that bow here. Upper Warefolds Rupees, another spot that we have not had the opportunity to see yet for like a Graveyard Key. But first, it's time for Nesman to grab the last element. So you have to take that bow to Caster or Fortress. And it looks like Nesman is choosing to do Caster checks first with it. So there's 3 checks up here? I think it's 3. This cave, the dojo, the other cave?
Yep.
And then a whole bunch of checks in Fortress. Don't think anything else gets unlocked by the bow.
I don't think so either. Nothing on the
Not
overworld.
outside DHC at least.
Yeah, nothing on the overworld apart from Caster has anything to do with the bow.
It is indeed just Fortress and Hiking. And it doesn't look like Nesman is about to do hiking, so... What do you think? Grip ring on Gordon?
Gripping on Gordon, yeah.
I mean, yes, Nimbus or in Fortress and Nesman takes a wrong turn or a different turn. Like, if it's in the back of Fortress and they take different routes, then Artemis is still in this, right? Like, Artemis will have a slower path through Wind Runes because Nesman has already gone through here. Artemis will be the first, it will be Artemis' first time going through.
Yep.
But the fact that Nesman has to go back here makes this a lot closer than it could have been. And if the Force Out is here, Nesman is in a good spot. If it is the gripping here, and they choose differently, and like Artemis might find the Force Out first that way, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is far from over. Yeah, I don't think there was a sword here. Nope. None of the barely visible rupee spots had one either. So there's Artemis' last caster stone. Are they going to do hiking? Does not look like it.
Come on, I got killed. Come on, come on. Come on. Ah, God damn it.
It's not Igor kill.
I tried.
Wouldn't have been the most inconvenient spot anyways.
Why not?
Well, if it had been there, would have been, like, this would have had it now, but can be anywhere else in the game. Like on Tingle.
Right, you've got
Nesman is
Tingle.
going to check Tingle, isn't he? Like, Nesman will just save here and check Tingle. Yeah,
Yep.
there's the Ocarina equip. Wait. Nesman? Did Nesman save? Oh, Nesman saved before putting the lever, I guess?
I don't know.
I didn't notice a save, but...
I'm as confused as you are.
Yeah, he must have saved before level.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Don't have the Tingle Trophy anymore if you don't need it. So is Nesman just getting this big chest, or is Nesman going to the back? Nope, boss first. Back is not on logic, so we know there is a small key on Gordon. But there's also the element spot, which cannot be a dungeon item. Well, the element spot that has an ocarina in vanilla, so I don't know if you really want to call it an element spot. But you know.
Yeah.
There is still a chance for a gripping on Mizar. There's a chance for a small key on Mizar and a gripping in the vanilla boss key chest.
Oh god, yeah, there is.
The seed still has potential. No one did bet Mizar. Although I didn't close the bet yet, so you could still bet Mizar if you haven't bet yet.
Nah, I've already bet, so...
You have, yes.
But Mazar's boring, although it's a required dungeon. I shouldn't be complaining.
It is still boring, compared to some of the options. Like, it would be more fun for a gripping to be here. Or in the vanilla boss key chest.
Yeah.
But okay, this is third phase, right?
Oh, you already got it?
Yep, that was third phase, so... Adam is actually taking the wrong vine in that room.
That's
So yeah, there's the small key that we knew about. Key logic-wise, the clone puzzle chest and the hole in the wall chest, I guess you can call it. Like the Minish hole on the right side, both have a small key.
Yep.
I think those are the only two checks that don't need Orphan Red. So I would absolutely save scum there. That Minish test is slow enough that I feel like save scumming this left side would absolutely be worth it. You don't even need to kill the Flowmasters at that point. There's the gripping!
Okay, do you
Is
leave
Nesman
now?
going to leave? Or is he going to do the back right still? Okay. Nope, Nesman... Oh...
Nesman, no.
What?
Albert, can you remind me again, what's the rule number 1 of Fortress?
Don't dip out of Fortress.
Don't dip out of Fortress.
It is just the Forsword. You did set up the save, like you're going to not have to travel the way to Fortress again, right? But still, it's... we'll see if Artemis does the back right first or something.
Mirror shield.
Yeah, not quite useful.
Not
but...
today, Link. Nesman.
Thing is, gripping unlocks so many checks, and a lot of those areas are just denser than Fortress, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not even sure if I disagree with dipping out at that stage. It's just hard, like you're either just doing Trenor, or if you're going up to Cloud Tops and doing the fusions, you're committing to Fulcring Palace before going back to Fortress.
I guess so.
But it's not any more likely to be in Fortress than in Palace, so I guess that's still fine. I don't know. Yeah, you just pick an option. The main thing is that you do need to commit to whatever option you are choosing here. Which, yeah. So here's Sean Cave. Just a heart container. Piece of heart. And Nisman has actually done this before the beanstalk, so that's still coming up. Which is another of those dense locations. And...
No!
There's a real sword!
Damn it! Now everyone's gonna bail Fortress. Ah!
So yeah, no one bet up on Granite Beanstalk. But we do have another bet coming up.
Oh boy, Darko Castle. Right, yeah, there's that as well.
Because Nesman is heading into Dark Hyrule Castle, and there are 9 checks in Dark Hyrule Castle, any one of which can have the big key. So we're going to be betting on how many checks it will take Nesman to find the big key.
Yeah, we're gonna follow him because Nesman's the first one in Dark Hyrule Castle.
I mean, Nesman's not going to leave Dark Hyrule Castle and is going to find the big key before Artemis at this point.
I doubt... I think usually with other instances where player A has entered Dark Hyrule Castle before getting go mode, we still looked at that one player's progression.
Yes.
To Dark
If
Hyrule
that
Castle.
would be to come up, that is the rule, but like in this case, it will not come up. Like, there will just not be ambiguity. It is... The number of checks we have seen in Dark Hyrule Castle and the number of checks Nesman has done in Dark Hyrule Castle will be the same when the big key is found.
Yeah.
Uh, 2, 3, and 9 are still open as far as I can tell. But will close once Nesman gets to the first check. Which it looks like that will be the king today.
Ooh. That's when Randy does the king first. So that's nice.
Do you have expectations about Nesman's routing and are actually surprised when they get overturned?
Okay, yeah. I see the issue with that.
Like, you've done this enough times to know that that's not the way to go.
A man can dream.
Yes, but the seed decided to be too nice.
Yeah, and that's why we're gonna blame Nimbus for this one, right?
Yes,
Good.
clearly. We are not even 2 hours in yet.
We're sub 2! Well,
I mean, it's not going to be a sub 2 finish, but...
They won't finish sub 2, but still, we're still sub 2 and someone's in Dako Castle.
That they are. So Smokey on the king. And a map in the basement.
A map in the map chest, who could have guessed?
Nesman is doing clones before throne. Interesting. I guess if it is a bad big key, you save the one warp.
I don't think Nesman is calculating that warp into his route.
I mean, that's the only advantage of doing this first over just
Yes.
getting to the blue warp first. Red warp. No, red. Yeah, red warp first. It's not
Yes,
confusing.
Well, to be
But-
fair, I mean, never mind. Confusion is my natural state.
Well, there's that. Like, have you ever seen comms not be confused in this rando Nimbus? Wait, really? There must be something wrong, Hendress. Just saying that they have seen non-confused comms before.
Yeah, but those non-confused comms were not us.
Have you ever seen Hendress be on comms and not be confused, chat?
Ha!
Now, what are those other comms doing differently to not be confused?
Paying attention?
What?
What?
There's comms paying attention in this rando?
Probably.
Huh.
I mean, we probably haven't had them.
Anyways, there's the big key. And that was chest number 4, right?
I think so, yeah. Did one of us leave? No.
No, that was... okay. Yeah. Yes, Nesman found 2 small keys, a map, and a big key, so that's number 4.
Nesman's probably gonna enter Vati around the 2-minute mark, and then we're gonna...
2 minutes! Oh, that's fast. I think we've already passed that point.
Yes. You're right.
Do you mean the 2-hour mark or the 2-hour 2-minute mark?
2-hour mark.
Okay, I thought so, but... Does it even take 2 minutes from this point? I guess the tornado section is kind of slow. But yeah. So this should end up sub 210, right?
Yeah.
But probably over 2.5? Yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know how long Vati takes. Okay, so that's just Vati, so with Darkness before then, it would be surprising if Nesman sub 205 to this. But it could happen. Not getting the nice RNG on the Dark Knight there, and going for Great Spin strats, not getting a whole lot of hits in. No long spin either, I don't think we found that at all. Okay, there's some hits. Now just the last one. That is Dark Nuts. And on to Vati 1.
See, I wanted to hour mark.
On to Armark entering Vati, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you meant entering the gauntlet, but okay.
Yes, technically I said that, but yeah, no.
Like...
I changed my mind.
Okay. So yeah, Artemis also just found the Sword. As Nesman is entering Vati, and was a fast ish DHG, not the fastest,
But fast.
but fast. Yeah, like fastest is you find like big key in throne and a small key in map chest, right? And we've got one of those two things. But you need to go a bit further out of your way for a small key, either on king or on clones. So Vati teleporting away from Esme here a bit. And Nesman not going for any sort of Great Spin strat, although that looked like it was just following up hits from a previous phase. So let's see if Nesman goes for a Great Spin now, and it does not look like he is. Okay, Nesman not going for the 3 cycle here. Okay, no, that was part of the third phase earlier. So yeah, each of the phases of Vati can basically be done in 3 cycles if you have the correct equipment. For Vati 1 that involves either great spinning or getting a roll attack to get enough hits in after making him vulnerable. At least in the third phase, second phase also helps. Vati 2, first phase here you just mash, second phase. The ice will be somewhere different from before from now on. So here they are on the left, and then I think second phase you can even still mash, but you can also just do a spin and it's faster. And third phase you want to do a spin with clones and then follow up with a slash, since a spin attack with clones will not kill Vati 2 for some weird reason. Like it doesn't matter how much damage you do with spins with clones, it will just never kill Vati 2. So you need to either cancel your clones, which you can do during the spin to get the second hit of the spin in without clones and kill Vati that way, which is fast but a bit risky. If you cancel clones early, you will not have done enough damage and might get an extra cycle. Or you can do what Nesman just did there and do a spin with clones and then just do a slash. And that will, the slash will then kill Vati 2. On to Vati 3. The first part here is to get rid of the arms. For that, we lower Vati to the side a bit, and Nesman will stand on the portal here. While you're standing on the portal, you're completely invincible. But of course, if Vati is right on top of the portal, you won't be able to leave without taking damage. So Nesman's adjusting that a bit there. Getting the far arm, so the arm close to the portal is blocking that. But it's not too bad. Vati is swiping right there as Nesman is leaving the portal as Minish, so getting the arm out of the way at least. So Nesman will just get back onto the portal, wait for Vati to put the second arm into the ground, repeat that. Second arm will have a dark room inside, you still need to kill the small eye thing. Nesman equipping the lantern there to deal with the dark room. Some people do go for lantern, sometimes you can do it, but it's like either like hard or luck depending on if you try to go for it completely or just like try it at first and equip the lantern if you don't find the thingy immediately. And then the last part here is 3 rounds of returning these blue boards with clones to Vati to make the small eye things die and kill. Get 2 hits in 2 Vati 3. More than 2 hits will not do anything here, so you don't need to keep mashing for longer. As long as you get 2 hits in that actually hurt Vati, so not like 2 very quick slashes while it has iframes, you're fine. A roll attack there would just do 2 hits. And with that, Nesman is done.
GG's to Nesman. Yeah. 2 hours 5 and 30. 29. Ooh.
And Nesman will be joining us for an interview here.
Hey.
In a moment.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Artemis has found the big key. Is going to head on to the gauntlet. We'll probably finish at about what, like around 2:12? Bit more? Probably a bit more. And we're joined by Nesman. GG's.
GG's.
GG's, guys. What a terrible seed.
You got a sub 210. What are you complaining for?
I still had to double dip Fortress.
Yeah, but
No,
that's
you
what-
didn't.
That was your own fault.
Like, you
No.
didn't have to. You could have just dipped it once after finding the bow.
Yeah, but I still blame the fact that this was a red herring kind of seed.
Sure, but at least it, like, didn't
Has
make
nothing
you
to do with the fact that my routing was terrible.
Clearly. But, I mean, you completely avoided Palace, you completely avoided Cloudus, you completely avoided all of Upper Vale Falls.
I still hated the fact that I got Grip Ring, because that was the last thing I wanted to find. And then as soon as I find it, I'm
Sure,
like,
but
oh, there better be
at
something
least you
on it.
went straight to Crenel Beanstalk and found the Forsword. It was fine. It's not like the seed put the Forsword on Griog.
The only reason I went to Crenel is because I feel like it's the best place to go when you get Grip Ring, because it's a dead end. There's no, like, tease of going any further. Whereas if I'd have gone to Cloudtops, I'd have been teased into frigging going into Palace. And I'm like, you know, I don't want that. I don't want this being a Hendrus seed.
Well, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
An AD Hendrus seed, I should say.
It wasn't.
It wasn't, but it was
It was
damn
Nimbus'
close.
seed. Nimbus' seed today.
Ah, well, I'm still waiting for someone to roll a seed where we don't need kinstones.
I mean,
I was hoping for that today.
yeah. Like, when you got Graveyard Access, we were hoping for Grip Ring and DHC leading to a bow.
Yeah, I have to admit, before I saw Bo in the grave, I was expecting Bo being in Dark Hyrule Castle, if anything.
Yeah. Too bad the seed didn't get there. So yeah,
I mean,
the seed was too nice.
Yeah, because what is it? We had Magic Boomerang, so that was the only thing going through my mind, is that I still technically have access to the towers.
I mean, you also had both beam scrolls.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention to scrolls.
Sure.
And plus, I'd rather not go there with half a heart of health or with a fairy in a bottle to make sure I had full health. That is tormenting people. I've done that with Krenel, and I hate it so much.
Yeah, there is no health
Krenel
there, is there?
It's a
Like, I guess
terrible
the
thing to have
last
in logic.
point you can grab health is the spark before the whole tornado section, which if you grab a fairy there and heal up, it's fine. So as long as you have at least one boomerang, it's fine, I feel. And welcome to the Raiders from ZeldaSpeedRuns, catching us at the very end here.
Hello.
Nisman is already in here for an interview, and Artemis is on the final boss.
Yeah. So, you're coming in a bit late.
Could you tell I didn't trust anything? The fact that I kept
Yep.
save scrubbing everywhere I went.
Yep.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I was so tempted to finish Fortress, because I was like, as Myth always says, there's always a four-sworded fortress.
Yep.
Yeah, turns out not today, but it was definitely a choice that we talked about and were like considering whether we feel it's correct to leave Fortress there. And with just the Forsword being left and you're having the save scum, it's, I don't know. If you had not found it on Krenel, would you have gone back to Fortress or would you have gone to Vale Falls, Cloudhope's Palace?
I'd have gone to Vale Falls.
Okay.
I wouldn't have gone back to Fortress for a long time.
Yeah, but that is the last point where you have that choice, right? Because once you go to Vale Falls and go to Cloudhope's and do the fusions and go to
There's
after
no
that,
coming
you
back.
have to commit to doing
Yeah.
Palace.
Yeah,
There's no going back.
that's what I was saying. That's why it's best to go to Krenel first when you get the grip ring, because you know you've got the temptation of going all the way to Palace when you've got Cloudtops.
Yeah, but like you could have gone to Krenel and done those checks, and if you hadn't found it, gone back to Fortress then, and then gone and go to Vale Falls, right?
Why would I satisfy Myth though?
I don't know.
Basically, I didn't want to go to hiking because I knew Myth would be enjoying himself if there was a full sword there.
I mean, we would have been enjoying ourselves if there was a full sword there.
Yep.
That would have been just like this seed.
Yeah, with how it had been going.
Yeah, that was actually not that bad.
No, but it would like
Not
it
that
would
bad.
make you
It was,
double-dip hiking, short
it
and long.
was two fake swords.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
sure.
what? Could have been more.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting when I saw the sword at the top of the beanstalk. I was like, it normally comes in threes.
Ooh, Artemis.
Oh,
got
Artemis,
the-
yeah, getting the great spin without clones to make the ice vulnerable
Nice.
there. But I think they were already on phase 3, so they just need to make them vulnerable
Do that
again,
again,
so it didn't
yeah.
actually help that much. But still, nice. And that is 42 down for Artemis. Sorry, I interrupted you there, Nesman, I think.
No, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
gonna head out because I'm gonna get something to eat and go to sleep.
Yeah. GG's,
So,
have a good one.
Thanks for the race, everyone.
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Okay, Artemis now also on to Vati 3.
Yeah, by now we probably all know the drill of hopping onto the portal for invincibility. Unfortunately, Vati is he's just blocking the way just a tiny bit. You can lead him away if you are up for
Yeah,
it.
like we saw Nesman do it earlier, right? Going to the
Yeah.
side there to make sure Vati
Artemis?
goes away.
Artemis, hello? You attacked him. You just stopped attacking them. Ugh.
I mean, you don't need to actually kill things, right? Oh wait, that's a different.
In this game you might want to. Otherwise, Vati is gonna, kill Zelda. Which is actually a bad ending scene that you can get if you take too long while fighting the Darklands. You just have like a small cutscene with Vati completing the ritual and absorbing the life force that Zelda had in her body, just this, I guess, killing her. Surprisingly dark for a Zelda game for the Game Boy.
I mean,
surprisingly dark for a Zelda game that is not Twilight Princess or Majora's Mask. Sorry. There we go.
sure.
That fits better.
I don't know. Like, Scabbard Sword has Girahim ritually sacrificed Zelda, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not
And Link probably
unique.
too.
Anyways, while we're talking, Artemis got in those hits to
Finish.
Vati
and
3
Yeah.
to finish. So, GG's Artemis.
Hello, GG's.
GG's.
So how did you enjoy the seed?
Was quite annoying. Up until that point, I was all right with it. But all the back and forth at the end was starting to get to me. But that was also my own.
At least you single dipped Fortress, right?
Technically, yeah.
I mean, save scumming away to check that books or whatever doesn't count as an extra dip. Nesman actually went to Fortress before Bow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was worried about that, but thankfully I didn't have the last kinstone.
Yeah, you didn't go back to Caster early enough to get that last kinstone.
Wait, where wasn't that bow locked?
It was
Or did he get a different
mid-slocked.
bow? Oh, it was just the mid-slog? Oh,
The
you're
kinstone
right,
was
it
just mid-slocked. The kinstone was in Caster digging.
That's right.
You did it after the Bolog checks, but you don't need to go through the Bolog part to go there.
Right, I'm just so used to doing it after bow.
Yeah.
Even before this seed.
But yeah, other than that, you managed to surgically avoid the cane.
I'm a little upset about that. Because it was one of those things like I mean, like 10-minute caster access was ridiculous. Especially after last week's. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm on the left side. I'll go up and do the. In my head, I was only thinking there were the 2 Minish checks. I completely forgot about hiking.
Yeah, short hiking doesn't require flippers. It's only long hiking that does.
I know, and then like I left the area and I saw that on the tracker. I'm like, darn it, I forgot that. Well, okay, next time I'm back in Caster.
Yeah.
Next
I'll-
time.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know,
like, that was like
that
ended
was
up
the
being last
reason I would
location.
have gone back right after Gustra.
I really should have.
Like,
I mean, if I
if
remembered
it's
it,
that kind of like, oh no, I actually should have done this. Just go back there when you have the Gustra and it's like 2 new checks as well, right?
I had some other stuff to do.
Sure. But
Wait,
that other stuff wasn't your cane.
No, yeah, that one hurt. That one really hurt. I definitely was definitely like 20 to 25 minutes later that I went back for that cane. I could have had it.
Yeah, that was a hard last
then.
occasion, right? You didn't have anything else left.
If I had any, I might have had 1 or 2. But I think that was the last location.
Like, you went to Caneless Fountain before then. I don't think you had anything left.
Yeah, no, I don't think I did, but there might have been one thing that I just like completely forgot, but
Well, if there was, we didn't think of it at the time.
That one definitely hurt the most, though.
Yeah, that is like when you fell quite a bit behind, and then like you made up the time basically by avoiding the double dip into Fortress.
Yeah.
That Nesman did.
Yeah, no, once I had that kid, I'm like, I was kind of behind. I'm like, oh man, I have to like. That's partly why I went straight to Cave of Flames. Or no, I guess I did do a little bit else.
No, you did some other stuff.
I did do the lower Veilfall stuff, but I was just thinking I was behind the entire time.
Yeah.
So that's partly why I didn't go back into Fountain afterwards. I'm like, I saw the graveyard key drop. I'm like, well, there's the chance that I could get the other two in graveyards, so we're going.
Or at least one of the other two, and
yeah. Do we know where the other bow was?
Nimbus has a spoiler, right?
No, I don't. Nimbus has it.
Nimbus has it. Nimbus has not sent it to us yet.
Nimbus!
Nimbus, where's the other bow? It's
What?
Fortress Skull 4. That is the big key chest.
Yeah, that's big key.
Okay,
All right,
That's bow locked. That's bow locked.
that is very bow-locked.
yeah.
I mean, of course it is bow-locked, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there was... No, okay. No, I don't think there was anything else left when we found the bow, right?
Yeah.
Hiking. It could have been in hiking.
Yeah, hiking.
That would have been amusing.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really worried about that. Like, I was gonna be doing hiking after Fountain if I hadn't found that graveyard key.
Yeah.
The Jabbernut. What was that on? That was on
Lerock.
that was Clear Rock. I was just like, that's amusing. I guess I'm
Yeah.
going to go do Deepwood now.
When we saw the Kinstone like in Castor behind the Gustra lily pad stuff and the two in Deepwood, we were like, flippers have got to be up in like behind those Kinstones, right? Unfortunately, they weren't.
Yeah, no, getting all those cloud tops, I was getting really worried. I'm like,
Oh, you didn't have a grip ring. It's fine.
I know, and I'm so glad I didn't, because I absolutely would have gone to Fort. I would have absolutely gone to Palace.
Yeah, I mean that's why the seed put off the grip ring for so long, right? So that you didn't go to Palace.
Yeah, thanks, Seed.
Clearly, the seed is way too nice.
Clearly.
Like it could have instead of giving you the bow, it could have just given you the forethought. And then given you the grip ring and HC.
Bow mode would have been interesting.
And then put the bow on York.
Oh, grip ring could have, like, if that was bow. Oh god, bow could
Yes.
be a DHC. Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I
it could
didn't
have.
think of that, because if I had gotten forethought, I don't think I would have checked anything in DHC.
I mean, you would have eventually.
Oh yeah, eventually, but it would have been a last location, and I would have been like so.
But you only would have had school and hiking. So it's not like it's a long last location.
I guess Bo did unlock a bunch of stuff.
Well, Bo unlocked
No,
some stuff in Castor and a lot of stuff in Fortress.
Yeah, because I would have had, but like I wouldn't immediately think that Bo would be in DHC that it could be, so I would have checked everywhere else before going to DHC for that, if that was the case.
Well, if everywhere else is just 2 locations, I don't think that's too bad.
Oh no, I'm just glad it didn't happen.
But yeah, the third run in our race also just finished. GG's to Lincoln.
GG's.
Which does mean that I now have to scramble to find a new raid target because I was planning on sending it over there. So, Hendris, stall.
Oh yeah, the poll. Right, so we're gonna have a new poll starting in just a few minutes on the settings and the time slot for the weekly. Let me just actually fetch the link for that.
We'll post it in the Discord.
We'll post it in the Discord. Right.
So check out the Discord if you are interested in that, and if not, keep an eye on the ZSR schedule to see if our times shift. And yeah, with that, unless you have any final comments?
No. Just kind of upset that Yalari and Tingle both didn't have it. I was really hoping one of them would.
Yeah, and the fetch quest chain with the dog giving you the card of metal only led to a boomerang. Very disappointing.
Oh, yeah. That was also, yeah. Oh, yeah, I never even found the mushroom. That's probably
yeah. Well, I'm sure Nims will just post a spoiler log in the Discord. So, with that, thank you for watching, and goodbye.
See ya.
Take care.